I've got a couple of pickups from the past couple of days or past week or so. Um, First off, I went to Salvation Army, and they usually don't have anything, but when they do, it's like PlayStation or Sega Genesis. I've got some cool stuff from there before, but I did happen to find a long box game. It's NBA Shootout for PlayStation. Now, I don't really play any sports games, but long boxes are really cool and they're not all that common, so I went ahead and picked it up. And I mean, it was only like $2 anyway, so, which I think is what it's worth, but it's complete in its box too, and the box is pretty good condition, so. After that, I went to a pawn shop. I don't typically go to the pawn shops because they usually don't have, sorry, my lighting is really bad in here. But they usually don't have any games that have good condition. Usually they're scratched, the discs are scratched, and but usually they're overpriced too. But this pawn shop isn't too bad. Picked up a few games. Got Fear 2. I've never played this game, and quite honestly, I think I'm too scared to. But I mean, the girl looks like she's the girl from The Ring, so that's pretty freaky. But I always heard good things about that game, so. Then I picked up Far Cry 2. Surprised I didn't own this before now, because I do like Far Cry. Speaking of which, I rented Primal a couple of days ago and tried it out, and it feels to me exactly like Far Cry 4 was, but with like prehistoric animals, like Ice Age type. Although the woolly mammoths are the only ones that really feel like they're Ice Age type animals. I mean, they may have changed the skins a little bit on the animals they already had used in Far Cry 4, but it feels really like it's just they wrote over, or they did like new skins on the backgrounds and everything that Far Cry 4 had already had. But anyway, Far Cry 2, I did play this when I used to work at GameStop about like 7 years ago, and I really liked it. This one is a little more difficult because you'd get like malaria, and you had to take these pills. If you ran out of pills, it was a pain in the ass. But um, I'll have to try it again. Also picked up Area 51. I know I'd already gotten this for PlayStation 2, but it didn't work. And I already had it for Xbox One too, but or not Xbox One, the Xbox original. But I didn't have it complete in its box, so I'll be trading the other disc and using that one. So yesterday, I actually had ordered a case for Castle of Illusion that I got in the mail yesterday from eBay, because I got Castle of Illusion and Video Games Monthly last month. So, and this was a game that I actually really wanted the case for, so it wasn't very expensive, so we're good on that one. The other day I went to Goodwill, and they didn't really have anything, but I picked up Prey on the 360. Kind of looks like some kind of like sci-fi survival horror game, but it looks like it might be okay, so I didn't have it. And I picked up a couple books, not like any of you guys care, but they were $1 a piece. And I'd looked at this one before. It's like kind of like the Hunger Games type. And then I picked up I Am Number 4. I've never read this before, so lately I'm not really into young adult books as much. They seem to be a little repetitive. They seem to be all kind of the same sort of thing. So hopefully those are good. Also went to Disc Replay and went in there looking for a specific DS game and came out with the one I was looking for. But it was Puzzle Quest Challenge of the Warlords. This game is actually, it's like an RPG mixed with Bejeweled, and it's actually like a 30-hour game. It's really cool. So if you like RPGs and you like puzzles, or even if you like Bejeweled, you'd have to like RPGs to be able to like it, I think. But it's really awesome. It's not your typical like Bejeweled or Candy Crush or whatever. Yeah, but I used to have this on my phone a long time ago, and I always really liked it. So it's pretty challenging too. It's not real easy. I also picked up Puzzle Quest Galactrix. This is just kind of like a sequel, but it's like in space instead of like medieval. And then I've always seen this game and it always looked really interesting to me, but Lost in Blue 2 on the DS. It's kind of like a survival game. You're like on this island, and I guess you gotta learn how to survive or something. Yeah. So, and it's by Konami, so it might be good. And this was suggested to me by Scott, but Prince of Persia. And I actually owned this at one point, but then I had a Red Ring of Death on my 360, and I didn't think I was going to get another 360, and then the Star Wars Edition one came out, which is the one that I have, the R2-D2 one, and I bought it. So I wish I wouldn't have sold all my games before, but I played a little bit of this a long time ago, and it was pretty fun. But what I'm looking for right now is I'm looking for a game or two that can catch me up on my, I think I'm, like 8 games behind. I'm on a 50 game challenge to beat 50 games for the year. And at the pace I'm going, I'm like 8 games behind of what I should be. So, yeah, I need suggestions as to like some short games that I can beat real quick. Not just games that are just like that you don't really care about, but games that or actually have like a good story or whatever. So like God of War, I guess, might be one that I could do. Could say Halo, but that's actually in one of my game clubs to start on April 1st, so I'm gonna have to wait for that one. I know I'm probably gonna be distracted on Tuesday because Fallout's new DLC comes out, Automatron. So I'll be playing Fallout 4 again for a while. Also picked up from Toys R Us. Finally, I went in looking for Chic, and I came out with Chic. So that was just a good day. That was the same day that I got the Puzzle Quest from Disc Replay. I just went into the stores looking for something specific, and they had what I wanted, even though usually I don't see them. So if they were common, it'd be like whatever, but that's the first time I've ever seen Chic, and they actually had 2 of them, but the other Chic had like her head like turned in the packaging, so I didn't pick her up. So I was gonna pick up 2 just in case, because I know a lot of people are looking for them. Not everywhere can they find them. So, and then I picked up. They had a sale going on, and I haven't opened up my Lego Dimensions yet because I'm moving and I don't want a lot of Lego pieces getting lost. But I picked up the Doctor Who. This is a newer pack. It comes with a Cyberman and the Dalek. So, and I love Daleks, so that'll be fun. But they were half off. They're usually like $16, so they're $8. So, and then I picked up a little Deku Link. I already have one that I got from like Walmart or whatever, but this one looks better and I can hang it on my wall. So, because I use thumbtacks to hang them on my wall. It works the best way. I think it's the best way to display them, but I do that with my amiibos too. So, oh well, I guess that's it. Yeah. So if you guys have any suggestions as to what games I should play that are real quick, to catch me up on my 8 games that I'm behind, that would be great. Let's see, Loot Crate will be in on like Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe even Monday. I think it's an indie right now, so and today's Sunday, so it may not take as long as it says it's going to. And then we've got Video Games Monthly will be on the after that. It's usually like the 4th of each month is usually around the time when I get them. They're supposed to ship out on the 10th each month, but they always ship them out on like the 1st or 2nd, so they're really quick. They just added GameCube games to their list too, so I'm pretty excited for that. They added PlayStation 1, the previous one, so which those are their first 2 disc systems that they're sending out, and those are great systems. So and then we've got, let's see, Loot Gaming, actually. First month should be next month, so April 10th, I believe it is. And then after that, I don't know. But I'm thinking I might do a PlayStation 4 collection video. A couple of my friends on Gaming Central are doing that, so might as well do it too. Until the next time, I will see you guys later.